Sweet Mama, thanks for joining the stream. In today's stream, I'm going to be coloring this page again. However, the problem is that the TikTok app is acting up, and the live stream is supposed to start right now. I don't want to close this app because it keeps popping up telling me that I have to close this app or wait. And it runs too smoothly. I don't know if I need to optimize it or not. I'm gonna wait until more people come to my stream. I know I'm running late for this because my schedule says like 12:05, but for some reason my app is just like freezing because of whatever's going on. I have to optimize it. I have to close the app so that it will work properly. I apologize if I didn't resume this whole thing. And my apologies for like cutting off the stream so shortly, but I have to fix this problem. But I think it's already fixed now. But I'm going to have to wait until more people come to the stream because it's quite obvious that it's a missed opportunity. It's obvious that the app messed me up. I'm only showing you all what I'm showing you what I'm coloring right now, this page right here. I know it hasn't been completely finished, but I don't want this stream to cut off so quickly. You only have until 12:30 because I have to take my doggy out for a walk soon. But it won't be too long, but it also won't be too short. It's just I needed to keep our legs in full strength and force. Previously, there was one person joining the stream, which is Sweet Mama. Unfortunately, due to the fact that the app wants me to either close it or something. And finally, we have someone. Welcome to the stream, user 28444467 088. Thanks for joining the stream. In case you're wondering what I'm doing today, I'm going to try to color this page. So, right now I'm starting off with the tiara, because that's where I left off. Then we're going to do with the hourglass. The next thing, I don't know what to do with the magic wand though. But I'm going to try to figure this out. Now, as far as whether or not if I have to leave this whole page blank and so forth, Veronica, thanks for joining the stream. Welcome. Today is a stream about coloring books, and I'm going to be continuing coloring this page. You may not have seen this page before if you're new to this live stream, and other times you already seen it. Aura, thanks for joining the stream. And I posted a video to remind y'all that I will be streaming today. But I have to stream early because, you know. We're going to get started. We're going to get started right away. We're going to get started right away, but I need to pencil up my coloring pencil. So we're going to start off with the tiara, because that's where I stopped. Because yesterday I have to take a break from streaming due to my Bible study. And I'm just trying to keep myself occupied for that moment. Also, I'm going to be using this pine green coloring pencil for the part of the jewel right here. For those of you who don't know what this coloring book is, this is Disney's Twisted Tales coloring book. It's based around a book series. And the only book that I have was As Old as Time, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a twist. And I only managed to get an auto book, not the one where you have to purchase the money. There is an auto book on YouTube, but it was read by someone else than the actual one. We got another person joining the stream, and unfortunately, I cannot pronounce the name due to language barriers. But Kurtz, thanks for joining the stream. Okay, to get back to what I was saying, I'm coloring this coloring book called A Twisted Tale, which is based around a book series, and basically what it was is that it retells the story of your favorite Disney fairy tales, but with a twist. And the one that I have is called As Old as Time, which of course is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a twist. And right now I'm trying to color this page because this has got to be the one that's going to take as multiple days to finish coloring. Well, not multiple days. It's going to take some time, to be exact. If you have enough time to do this coloring page, then that's the point of it. I gotta go back and sharpening this pencil. I know it's been quiet because everyone else is at work while I am like you know. And I'm not struggling. I just like to, you know, try to find something that I'm good at. Which, of course, is making videos, live streaming, and so forth. Okay, so the tiara is done. The next step is the hourglass. The next thing is the hourglass right here. We got Ozzy Wick. Thanks for joining the stream. I would like to apologize for the silence of this stream. I'm going to put on a bit of music, but not the copyright kind. Just the one that I think will lighten the mood. We got someone else that is joining the stream. Unfortunately, I cannot pronounce the name due to language barriers, but welcome. For those of you who just joined, this is me trying to color this page on this coloring book called A Twisted Tale. And if there's... Hello there. And if there's one thing I love, is to do coloring books. Okay, so let's see here. It looks like I'm finished with this sand colored pencil. Now we move on to the sky blue for the hourglass glass part. But I gotta sharpen this because the tip of it is just not great. Alright, so I am coloring the hourglass part. Technically the glass part of the hourglass. And then we move on to the handle.
Game business is Roberta Williams. She and her husband wrote their first game, I guess it was 15 years ago now. And they keep on pushing the edge with every new game. Roberta's newest game is called Phantasmagoria. I love this game. I think it's great. It plays role playing game. I really feel like it sounds good. So tell us first of all, what's the story of the game?
Okay, you play the role of Baker and Delaney, who's just standing there, and her husband just moved into this kind of old haunted house that was owned by a magician over 100 years before.
A lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, so there's an evil in this house, and in her
All right, so we've jumped ahead way near the end of the game. We're into Chapter 7. It's a 7 CD game, right?
That's right. And she now knows that her husband is possessed by this evil entity, and she.
Avery, thanks for joining the stream.
So I can direct her to the movie. But at the beginning of Chapter 7, the house is also being taken over by this evil.
She tries to do that, the house.
And it won't let her go. That's right. It is locked her in.
And again, what happens is, I mean, these things change during the course of the game. Obviously, something that goes on at one point, you may act differently later on.
That's right. And you can also go out and explore the island, surrounding island, and there's a town and shops, and townspeople that you can meet.
And it's a huge house, too. Lots of floors and lots of rooms.
Secret passages and hidden rooms.
And so what is she doing now?
Well, now she has a hammer in her inventory, and this is one of the few places in the game where she sort of decided on her own.
Yeah, normally we would have said, oh, let's take the hammer and try to break the glass to get out of the house.
But in this case, for plot reasons, she's going to try to break the glass. She can't get out. We wanted to make that obvious.
She knows something bad.
So I'm going to cut this short a little bit so we can see a little bit more.
Okay, and the last thing we need to do is the handle part. And I'm going to be using this coloring pencil, which is shiny gold. And this is going to... And the thing about sharpening coloring pencils is that sometimes it's easier to break them while it's sharpened, or when you try to color the page of the coloring book or some sort of drawing that you drew. Now, I brought this coloring book. I did not drew these. It was made by an artist. And this coloring book, I got it for my late birthday. See here. Okay. So I think after this, I just realized that I still need to do the half of the tiara thing. And I also need to color most of these stars here. Not the ones that look like this, but the ones that look like this. I have to color them with this pencil, which is, of course, this is the color. And I'm going to bring a royal blue for the jeweled half part of the tiara right here. So it looks like we're not done with the tiara just yet, but we're getting close to this point. Now I can pause the stream, but I can't have it ended so abruptly at this time. So I think my major problem right now is that if I try to like leave to go out for a walk while this is still going, it's probably going to end the stream abruptly. So I don't know what to do about that. But I only have until 12:30 or 12:50 or even 12:40 just to get myself ready for the walk. Not because I needed exercise or fresh air, which is the main part, but basically because I had to be a little bit active at this point. Okay, the hourglass is done. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is to focus on the stars.
Take her upstairs, and we're going to meet her husband. Because I just happen to know where her husband is hiding out, and we can see how crazy he is. Really,
Can we do this one here?
not yet. Hurry her up. If you hit the fast forward here, you can hurry her upstairs. It'll make you watch her walk. Yes, yes,
He used to be a nice guy.
yes. Oh, he was a very nice guy at the beginning of the game, and he was a normal husband, and very loving, but he has gone to totally snapped at this point, and he is really out.
While this is loading up, what's the next step? What's your think about it?
Well, I think what I'm going to do is to try to do an adventure game with all 3D world, total 3D simulated world, but and that's going to be the next.
Okay, what's happening?
Well, here I'm going to fast forward because we don't really have time. What I want to do is start the chase. Your husband's come in and met her. He's crazy. He's going to kill her. Now, at this point, the game goes very quickly, and you have 10 seconds to make your choice. Here is the bottle of sulfuric acid. There. Grab it. So I click on it. She's going to grab it now. Possible space.
Big secret to have a
Yeah.
beat at the end of the game.
Yes, and you better get out of there.
Okay.
We have 10-second increments now. Really fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the wee tip of the iceberg of this game. All kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. This is just the very end of the game. So she's running, and if you stop it in this point and dilly-dally around, you can get her.
One of the real pioneers in the computer game business is Roberta Williams. She and her husband Ken wrote their first game, I guess it was 15 years ago now. And they keep on pushing the edge with every new game. Roberta's newest game is called Phantasmagoria. I love this game. I think it's a great interface for role-playing. Tell us first of all, what's the story of the game?
Okay, you play the role of Adrienne Delaney, who's just standing there, and her and her husband have just moved into this kind of old haunted house that was owned by a magician over 100 years before.
A lot of weird stuff.
Yes, there's an evil in this house, and it has taken over her husband at this point.
All right, so we jumped ahead way near the end of the game. It's chapter 7. It's a 7 CD game, right?
Right. And she...
Okay, so I'm flipping the book upside down because I wanted to try to color the half of this tiara, which is exactly what I'm doing. So it'll be easy for me to not only color this half of the page, but also to let you see what I did so far. Although it wasn't easy at that time. Okay. And I forgot to put most of the whites in this tiara as well, but the only problem with that is that it's like, well, mixed up with the silver and all. We have another person joining the stream, even though I cannot pronounce the name due to language barriers, but welcome. In case you missed what I'm doing, I'm coloring this page of this coloring book right now. And I'm about to get ready to walk soon, which I will not end the stream, but unfortunately, due to not knowing of how long will I keep this stream going, it's going to be very, very challenging. There we go. So that is done. Let's see. I don't think I need this royal blue right now. Julia R. Daniel, thanks for joining the stream. For those of you who already joined in and likes this stream so far, all you have to do is press the like button. And if you're new to my TikTok channel, follow me at Fairy Tales and Games 1. And that's technically it. As far as donating gifts on this stream, those are just optional ways to support this stream and my TikTok channel. Because evidently, this app is going to be banned from the United States because of what? Because Biden just signed a bill. And, you know, even though there's still time to use this app before that moment arrives. But this is why I'm streaming this, because, you know, the only time I will stream this is either by Clapper or by YouTube. But sometimes YouTube, the streaming app, is a little bit acting up sometimes. Also, this stream will be uploaded on YouTube, which is going to be known the Queen of Hearts channel. A channel where I discuss or play anything that involves Kingdom Hearts or anything that relates to Disney whatsoever, because I love Disney. And by loving Disney, I don't like where it's become when it comes to business-wise. But as far as childhood memories and stuff, I do enjoy it for, like, bringing some very interesting movies or stories, whatever. And I also have to be very careful of what I say on camera and on live, because who knows? And I'm also coloring the bubbles by using sky blue, because the blue that I'm trying to color is a little bit lighter, but unfortunately something went wrong with that pencil. So I have to compromise by using this. Usually bubbles are technically clear color, but there is no clear, but there's no way to make the bubbles clear on this coloring book. Now, if you don't know how to leave a like on the stream, all you have to do is tap the screen so that tap the screen as much as you can to like this stream. The only way to like a video is to tap the heart button if you see a video. Because this is a live stream, all you have to do is tap on the screen like multiple times. And that was my mistake. I leave myself a like just to show y'all of how this works. But no worries if you don't want to. But this is just a way of how this works. But no worries if you don't want to. But this is just a way to support this TikTok channel and the live stream in general. Plus, it's free besides the donation part. The donating gifts is like you have to spend coins to donate gifts on the live stream, and it only happens on live streams only and not everything else. Okay, so okay. I also have to deal with this teapot thing. So I gotta make these handles and holders yellow. just to represent the Beauty and the Beast movie. Although I wasn't sure if that is the case of what it is right now. But I'm not going to worry about that. Ronald Albert V, thanks for joining the stream. For those of you who just joined in, I'm doing a coloring book page. And once I finish with this page, which will take a little bit longer, I will be going out for a walk. Which, of course, my time says 12:37. I wanted to stay to like finish coloring and all that stuff, but I don't have too much time to do that. You know, I think these are just the teapots from the Wonderland story, which I have not read. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, is that this coloring book is based around a book series called A Twisted Tale. It is like a retelling of your favorite Disney movie stories, but with a twist. Like, what if Belle's mother is the one who cursed the beast? Or what if Aladdin didn't hold the magic lamp, but it was Jafar who did? It's like a what if scenario, but it's in a book instead of a movie, which I'm okay with that. It looks like I'm half done with this page. The only thing I need to color is this one, but half of it that I need to color is just very difficult for me to color while holding my phone. So, yeah. And I think the spindle of the spinning wheel has to be some sort of light brown. But I can't remember which light brown it is. I think they look similar, but you may never know. Usually I live stream of me playing games because I'm a bit of a gamer as well. But at some point I do need something to relax, which is why I got this coloring book on my late birthday. And now I gotta figure out what I want for Christmas, but I cannot worry about that right now because what's very important is to focus not just only my health, but also not to be stressed. Let's just say it has something to do with the election because everyone else is just losing it at this point, realizing of who just won. And it has become the most talked about this month, I believe. And even though it almost ruined my birthday, last Wednesday, but it didn't ruin entirely because I was thankful for receiving nice birthday cards and everything else from everyone that I know and love. And this coloring book arrived late on my birthday. And by late, I meant like after my birthday. But it doesn't matter because it's like, this is something that I really wanted. I usually wanted an arcade stick, but I changed my mind for the last second. I changed my mind for the last second. Because I wasn't sure of it. And plus, I really wanted to color while live streaming, because that's something that I rarely do, but I really enjoy it at the very end, you know? And I realized that I'm late for my walk, so I'm not worried about that. Pulaski, thanks for joining the stream. Alright, let me take a little bit of a break so that I could try to get situated.
She now knows that her husband is possessed by this evil entity, and she wants to get out of it. So I can direct her to leave. But at the beginning of chapter 7, the house is also being taken over by this evil.
She tries to leave and the house.
And it won't let her go. That's right. It has locked her in.
And again, what happens is, things change during the course of the game. Obviously, something that goes on at one point, we may act differently later on.
That's right. And you can also go out and explore the island, surrounding island, and there's a town and shops and townspeople that you can meet.
And it's a huge house, too. Lots of floors and lots of rooms.
Secret passages and hidden rooms.
Right, so what is she doing now?
Well, now she has a hammer in her inventory. And this is one of the few places in the game where she sort of decided on her own.
Yeah, normally we would have said, oh, let's take the hammer and try to break the glass to get out of the house.
But in this case, for plot reasons, she's going to try to break the glass. She can't get out. We wanted to make that obvious to the player.
She knows something bad is going to happen.
So I'm going to cut this short a little bit so we can see a little bit more. Take her upstairs, and we're going to meet her husband. Because I just happen to know where her husband is hiding out, and we can see how crazy he has really become.
Can we do the disc swap here? So we can do this?
Not yet. Almost. I'm going to hurry her up. If you hit the fast forward here, you can hurry her upstairs. Otherwise, you can watch her walk.
She's going.
Yes. Yes.
He used to be a nice guy. He should.
Yes. Oh, he was a very nice guy at the beginning of the game, and he was a normal husband, and very loving. But he has gone. He's totally snapped at this point, and he is really out.
While this is loading up, what's the thing about you?
Well, I think what I'm going to do is we'll try to do an adventure game with all total simulated using worlds.
Oops.
Okay, what's happening?
Well, here I'm going to fast forward because we don't really have time. What I want to do is start the chase. The husband has come in and met her. He's crazy. He's going to kill her. Now, at this point, the game goes very quickly, and you have 10 seconds to complete. Here is a bottle of sulfuric acid. You grab it. So I click on it. She's going to grab it now. Toss it in the pit.
Big secret out of it.
Yes, and you better get out of there. We have 10-second increments now where we can run and make choices and if we miss one choice.
So this is just the wee tip of the iceberg of this game. All kinds of stuff.
Running, and you stop at any point and really dally around and see what it is.
One of the real pioneers in the computer game business is Roberta Williams. She and her husband Ken wrote their first game. This was 15 years ago now. And they keep on pushing the edge with every new game. Roberta's newest game is called Phantasmagoria. I love this game. I think it's great. So tell us first of all, what's the story of the game?
Okay, you play the role of Adrienne Delane. She's standing there. And her and her husband just moved into this kind of old haunted house that was owned by a magician over 100 years before.
A lot of weird stuff.
Yes, there's an evil in this house, and it has taken over at this point.
Right, so we've jumped ahead way near the end of the game. We're in chapter 7. It's a 7 CD game, right?
That's right. And she now knows that her husband is possessed by this evil entity, and she wants to get out of it. So I can direct her to leave. But at the beginning of chapter 7, the house is also being taken over by this evil.
She tries to leave the house.
And it won't let her go. That's right. It has locked her in.
Again, what happens is, things change during the course of the game. Obviously, something that goes on at one point, we may act differently later on.
That's right. And you can also go out and explore the island, surrounding island, and there's a town and shops, townspeople that you can meet.
And it's a huge house too, lots of floors and lots of rooms.
Secret passages and hidden rooms.
Right, so what is she doing now?
Well, now she has a hammer in her inventory, and this is one of the few places in the game where she sort of decided on her own.
Yeah, normally we would have said, oh, let's take the hammer and try to break the glass to get out of the house.
But in this case, for plot reasons, she's going to try to break the glass. She wanted to make that obvious.
You know something bad must happen.
So I'm going to cut this short a little bit so we can see a little bit more. Take her upstairs, and we're going to meet her husband. Because I just happen to know where her husband is hiding out, and we can see how crazy he is really.
We do this swap here?
Not yet. I'm going to hurry her up to, with the fast forward here, you can hurry her upstairs. Yes.
He's a nice guy.
Yes. Oh, he was a very nice guy at the beginning of the game, and he was a normal husband, and, you know, very loving, but he has gone to totally snapped at this point, and he is really out.
While this is loading up,
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like I finished half of this coloring book, but I still need to color the bubbles. Because I just remembered that I have to color these bubbles here. And there's half of it in the corner, but I can't do anything about it because it's like, you know, it will take a while for me to finish. So, yeah. So let me bring this back here. And bring up the sky blue. And then we're going to move on to the next page. Which I already finished this one because I made a video of it. But I really need to hurry this up because I cannot delay when it comes to me walking outside. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible before this live stream tries to end itself. And by end, I meant like cut off the stream abruptly by itself while I'm walking. Alright. So, right now, this page is done despite that it's lacking certain things. So, here's the first page that I finished. This is almost half the complete due to this and everything else. This is another page that I finished. And right now, this one is the challenging one. Randy and Keela, thanks for joining the stream and welcome back. Okay, so this one right here, I'm going to color this one. This is Princess Jasmine. She's my favorite Disney princess. My #1 favorite one. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, and look at here. Randy and Kayla are already liking this stream so far. Thank you so much. We're up to 24 likes so far. Okay. I'm going to ignore this page because it's going to take a long time. But what I will do is I'm going to color the lamp of it. Probably in the future. But I'm going to focus this page because it's less stressful to color. And to do that, I need to gather any color, which I'm going to bring some light brown, which is this one, and of course this one. We're up to 100 likes of the stream, so thanks to Randy and Keela for joining, and thanks for the likes. And we're going to have this black coloring pencil. And I just realized we need the skin tone for Princess Jasmine. And we're going to have a little bit of a gold for the earrings. Okay, let's see. What else? I'll tell you what else. We're going to need some bit of a green color for these right here. I got a lot of their coloring pencils, but I rarely use them. Hello user 46 13 54 30 35 801. Thanks for joining the stream. This one right here is Midnight Blue. That would be fitting for like the Cinderella one, but I'm not sure if I wanted to use it for the Jasmine one. What I'm looking for is a coloring pencil that involves different types of green. But because I cannot find it, I might need to use the color of this, which is some sort of maroon pinkish color, and a bit of purple. Also, I could probably use this hot pink. Here's the green, but it's not the one that I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on her hair a little bit. And we're going to trace the lines so that I can point out of why I need to color and all that stuff. Okay. Let's put a little bit of gold for one of the earrings. And I'm going to use this royal blue one more time for this one. For half of the earrings. And then we're going to finish coloring the rest of the page. Well, actually the rest of her hair. And then I'm going to move on with the skin tone. But I got to find the one coloring pencil that I use for the skin tone. Because I think I lost it at some point.
The total 3D simulated using World, and that's going to be...
Okay, what's happening here?
Well, here I'm going to fast forward because I only have something that I want to do is...
Okay, I realized that the rest of the pencils are in this container. And I got this container from the 7-Eleven. From the 7-Eleven, excuse me. And I needed it when it comes to like art supplies. But usually what I do is that I clean it after eating. And then make it as a container for my coloring supplies and all that. Okay, we need this aqua green for this one, for the patterns. And as for the others, I need to find some sort of teal green, but I don't have it. Well, right now I don't have enough time to dwell in any further of this page. But what I do want to do is like leave the stream on for a while, because I'm getting ready to walk my doggie. She's very special to me. And all that kind of stuff. So that's technically it.
Start to chase. The husband come in and met her. He's crazy, he's going to kill her. Now at this point, the game goes very quickly and we have 10 seconds to make the switch. Here is a bottle of sulfuric acid. You have to come over there. To grab it, so I click on it. She's going to grab it now. Toss it in the clothes.
Big secret down there.
Yes, and you better get out of there.
Okay.
We have 10-second increments now where we can run and make choices, and if you make the wrong choice, you win. So,
This is just the wee tip of the iceberg of this game. There's been all kinds of stuff that's going on before. So.
oh yeah, this is just learning the game. So she's running, and if you stop at any point and dilly-dally around, you can get it.
One of the real...
Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to color her part of the eyes. The irises, of course. And I'll probably use this one for her jacket thing or robe thing, whatever. Oh, see? This always happens. This is always happening right now. Every time when I use a pencil that is either old or reached to the point, it always breaks. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to have to pause for a minute. Well, not actually pause, but more like I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it. Because I don't have much time to dwell. Well, not to dwell, but like, you know, to do this page right now. I might have to use this pencil because... Not because it's broken, but it's very difficult to sharpen it and then sharpen again when it starts breaking. And I have to be careful not to overcolor the other parts of this page, because it's going to look really ridiculous. Fortunately, I do whatever I can to keep the accuracy on point. Not much of it anyways, since I can't focus. This is why I trace it so that I would know what part to color. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. So, even though I am about to run out of time, well, not running out of time, but I need to go ahead and start walking my dog soon, because she just got up, and right now I need to take her out. Keep still. I'm gonna go out soon. Okay. Let me trace this as well. Okay. Right now it's now 1:04, so I'm going to take a break for a moment to walk my dog, but I'm going to do my best to be right back. Okay, this is what I'm coloring right now. And I will color this part, but only the lamp ones, because I don't know what to do with the rest of it, including the buildings and stuff. Alright, everyone. Sorry for the delay. But Kaylin, thanks for joining the stream. Sorry about this, my microphone. I turn off the microphone so that I can take my doggy's harness off since we finished walking. A little bit tired, but I have to do what I have to do. Excuse me. Sorry. I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Nothing too serious, just like sometimes when you just came back out after for a walk or whatever it is you go, and when you feel something that is tickling you, you end up starting coughing. Which, I don't know if it's due to allergies or what, but, you know. Hold on for a second. Alright, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My dog wants to go upstairs, but she can't right now because usually she goes upstairs when it's time to eat, but unfortunately, she has to wait until the evening time. My aunt has to fix the food because we're trying to figure out how much does she eat. Okay, so right now excuse me. Sorry about that. Gotta make sure that my dog doesn't start too much trouble. She was in trouble. Sometimes she just doesn't listen when I tell her to do something. And that's sometimes either because she's stubborn, or sometimes she just didn't hear me say it. Even though she can hear perfectly fine, but I just don't know what to do at this point. But she does cooperate. She does understand when I tell her to do something, she does it. Even though she doesn't do it right away. But it's just me feeling a bit tense whenever I have a problem to get my pet to do what I need for her to do. Excuse me. Also, at some point, I gotta say my prayer soon. Because every day before it gets too dark or before I head to bed, I always say my prayers. Alright. I have to end this stream soon because of reasons that I cannot explain. I gotta take care of a few things, you know. Alright, we got another person join the stream. I think it was Technitin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but thanks for joining this stream. If you missed what I'm doing so far, I'm coloring the pages of this coloring book called A Twisted Tale. It's based on a book series of the same name, but it has different stories based on around your favorite Disney movies and stuff. Like, for example, Aladdin. But the one book that I first got was As Old as Time, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a twist. Okay. Love, thanks for joining the stream. Oh my goodness. It looks like my doggy is trying to find a spot to sit on. Let me go ahead and check on her real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I have to help her to find her to a place to sit. Apple user 38598. Thanks for joining the stream. For those of you who just missed the stream today, I'm coloring these pages of this coloring book and I accidentally choose the wrong brown. This is not good, but hey. Mistakes happen. This coloring book is called Twisted Tales. It's based around the book series. And it's technically a retelling of your favorite Disney movies, but with a twist. For example, Aladdin. What if Jafar was the one who held the lamp? Which, by the way, I never read this book. And I'm trying to find one. And the second book was Once Upon a Dream, which is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. But the one that I got was As Old as Time, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but with a twist. And I really need to get these two previous books. I might have to get it on Christmas, or probably some sort of PDF file on the Google Play Store. And that's going to be the second option if I can't find the physical copy. Right now I'm just tracing these lines on this coloring page, but I don't have a lot of time to finish with this. But what I wanted to do right now is try to trace as much of these lines as possible, because my objective here is to finish coloring these lines and get this done and over with. I'm trying to show you what I color as much as I can. And I'm using coloring pencils because markers will stain the paper very quickly or something. Sometimes coloring pencils and crayons can stain other pages as well. But the reason I choose coloring pencils is because I have multiple options. Okay, trying to finish this page. Not much of it. But, you know. So far, ladies and gentlemen, we're still up to 100 likes of the stream. And I would like to thank Randy and Kayla for doing that. For leaving a like of the stream, following, and so forth. I'm blowing off the pencil shavings off the, this page. So that it won't be too messy. And as you can tell, it's about to be 1:30, so I don't have a lot of time to color this page too much. But what I wanted to do is to try to finish coloring this robe of what Jasmine is wearing. And this is like, she wears this during the scene where she was escaping the castle, or technically the palace, just to see what's going on. Just to see what's going on from the outside of the palace. And she sees many people selling stuff at the market and stuff. And all of that. She's just exploring stuff. And this is the moment where Aladdin saw her. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the movie, I apologize for the spoilers. You need to try to watch that movie. But if you have seen the movie, well, basically what it was is that he fell in love with Jasmine. But he doesn't know who she is. That's the thing. That's the thing. And what am I looking for? What am I saying? She saves Jasmine from an angry salesperson for stealing her apples, but she has no idea that it costs money. And she tries to reason with him that she'll go to the palace to get money from the Sultan and stuff. But Aladdin saved her. And pretends that Jasmine is his sister, which I find it hilarious. And it seems like she's having fun with Aladdin. Basically, she's trying to escape the palace just because she's a princess and wants to explore better in other things. While Aladdin wants to be rich to get rid of his poor luxury, his poor life, you know? Sometimes we wish for better things than just being on the streets and stuff. But other times it doesn't bring joy and happiness, you know? When it comes to money and stuff. That's something that I just found out, you know? I may not be wealthy. I'm basically mid-class wealthy. I have some money, but don't have much to take care of other necessities. But that's not neither important of the stream right now, because the biggest importance is to relax, have fun, even though it's just coloring. Okay, there we go. It looks like I'm done with this robe here, but there's still something missing with the belt part. It has to be some sort of like yellowish color, but not too yellow. But it has to be some sort of type of brown. But it can't be dark and all that. I'm going to use this tan color, but I'm also going to use it for Jasmine's skin tone. Okay, so I'm going to color this skin tone, but what I want to do is to try to color her lips. I want to try to color her lips, and I drop a pencil, but no worries. No worries at all. No worries. Okay. So, it's now 1:34. So I don't have a lot of time to like color this whole page. But what I want to do is to color her lips and her skin tone. And I know that her lips is more of a different shade of color, but I can't think of anything right now. So, what I want to do is to try to make the most of it. So now, it's time to color the skin tone, and we're going to start with the arms and hands. Now, the problem with this page, well, most of coloring pages that involves Aladdin, is that their skin tone is very difficult to describe the color. And it seems like my doggie wants to get some water. So, let me check on her one more time. And then we're going to finish with the skin tone. Okay, my apologies one last time. I have to make sure she stays seated after drinking her water. Usually she drinks her water after eating, but sometimes she decided not to. I have gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take breaks. That's what it says according to this live stream notification here. But we don't have a lot of time to get past the hour. Even if I made it past the hour, that would be very wonderful. But what I want to do is to finish her skin tone very quickly, because I gotta take care of some things. Nothing too major, just sometimes I have to take care of some business when it comes to either writing or just possibly making videos, which is which is exactly the business that I'm trying to do. And by business, I mean I'm making videos on the computer. There we go. And I just realized something. I need to color the last bit of the jacket, like right over here. Make sure everything is covered up with the color that I'm using.